Welcome back to Gearwire.com. I'm Bill Holland, and I'm in the basement of 200 Orchard with Ramie, the owner.
Hello, how you doing?
And we're just swapping back and forth production stories. Probably going to talk a little bit here. We're talking about bathrooms, though, and how it's interesting that so many people strive for this, insulated, soundproofed studio, and they end up going to the bathroom.
Yeah, I know. It's like you just got to utilize what you have. You know what I mean? I've been in studios where it's all been soundproofed, and it's like, I mean, it's if I had the money to do it, I would do it. If I had the time to do it, I would do it. But I think you just got to utilize what you have. You know what I mean? We'll do a mix in here. We'll take it upstairs. We'll play it through the system. If it's not right, you can bring it back down and fix it. You know what I mean? Just to make sure everything's cool in the gang.
Well, and how many great albums have been recorded using cheap equipment or means that weren't necessarily the best? I mean, I think the White Stripes recorded like one of their albums on a 4-track, right, or something like that.
Yeah, and like the whole Motown thing as well. You know what I mean? It was all recorded like using they just utilized their own kind of equipment and stuff. You know, even look at dub reggae. You know, these guys modified mixing desks, they modified tape machines, they modified synths to suit their own needs. You know what I mean? And I think that's important when you're producing something. You know what I mean? You have to just utilize what you have and modify it in whatever way you can, and use every little trick you can pull out of your ass to make it sound good. You know what I mean?
Well, that's a lot like, the dub scene was a lot like rave culture too. We had these different sound systems that would travel around, and so much of what they were trying to duplicate was what they were getting out of the sound systems with reverb and everything.
Yeah. But I mean, they would modify those reverbs. They would use effects in ways that they shouldn't have been used. You know what I mean? Same as the 303. You know, it was used in a way that it wasn't built for, and it created this amazing genre of music. You know.
I never thought it was a POS when it came out because it was supposed to synthesize bass. It made a crappy regular bass emulator, but when you tweak it out and you make it do that, of course, what became
it screams for its life, man. It's awesome, but it's actually really good for bass as well. You know, it's like I've used it on dub tracks. You know, just to give it a little bit of a different flavor, you know.